Hey guys, just wanted to do an update video, because I haven't actually posted a video. I mean, it's been a couple days now, maybe more than that, I don't know. I've just been really busy, past like week or so, just working like usual, and this weekend I hung out with some friends and everything, between working and sleeping, so I just didn't have really a lot of time to be doing a lot of stuff. This did come out, Wind Waker HD for the Wii U, of course, exclusive. The physical copy, the good copy, because you can't get this awesome blue case with the gold, artwork trimming, you can't get that in a digital copy. If I want to ever trade this in, which I don't want to, I won't want to, but trade it in. So yes, I know the game technically came out September 20th, but in my world, in my mind, call me stubborn, I don't care, but the release date was October 4th, and that was the first time it came out, in my opinion. I don't count the digital whatever copy, I count that as more of a pre-release thing. But so I got the physical copy. It's awesome. I meant to do an unboxing of this on the 4th when it came out, because I worked until I think 4 or 5 that day, and then I got out, went and got it. But it's just, I had a huge workload that day, and the day before, and the day after. Actually, I think that was the day I had to go to work at like 5 or 6 a.m. or something the next day. So there's the thing of a lot of work, plus I was stressed out just from some other things, plus I had lack of sleep. I didn't even get us out of sleep that day. Probably just a couple hours. Plus, after work I had a huge migraine. Just a huge migraine. So, I came home. I actually that was the day I also went and hung out with a friend too, because that was this past Friday. Came home, like after work I went and hung out with a friend. Got my coffee, went and hung out. Went home, tried to record a video. It ended up being me, like, I spent like 10 minutes fiddling with the box, which, by the way, I did get the limited edition with the Ganondorf figurine, and if you're wondering where that's at, it's up here on the top of my shelf. It's a pretty sweet figure. Got him right next to my Sonic anniversary, Sonic Generations 1, and my Epic Mickey, and I have a lot of stuff up here. Just a random can of stuff I bought, but yeah, I need to dust some of this stuff off, but yeah, it's a cool figurine, but I think mine was like defective or something, because it can barely stand on the pedestal. Didn't touch it that much, but it can barely stand. It was hard as hell to get it to stand, and the orange things, the orange ropes that go on the end of his swords, were hard as hell to get on, and they fall off constantly. So I just like put it there and left it. But yeah, so back to business. I tried to unbox it. Spent like 10 minutes getting it out of the box, and then fiddling with the figurine, and with my migraine and everything, I couldn't. I didn't like how that turned out, and I was getting frustrated. And then there was interruptions. I would have had to do a bunch of splicing and stuff. And at that point, I was just like, fuck it. It's just too much of a hassle. I'll make an update video. But this is what it came in. It's a very nice, hefty box. It's a really nice box. I'm going to keep this box, as well as this box. The case is going to go on my shelf with my rest of my stuff. And then this will be with my other special edition bundles, whatever box collection thing. But yeah, it's really awesome. I mean, honestly, like, 2 of my favorite series got HD remakes, port/remakes. Obviously this, my favorite series of all time, Legend of Zelda, so Wind Waker HD, and then last month it was Kingdom Hearts HD Remix 1.5, and honestly, as much as I love Kingdom Hearts, a lot of it isn't new content. It's just new that we haven't had in North America before, and other than that, they didn't change too much. Wind Waker though, really, especially with the gamepad features, I would say Wind Waker is my favorite out of the my favorite out of the two remakes ever. All the HD 1.5 is pretty awesome. I like what they did with Final Mix and everything. Bringing it over here, I got to towards the end of that, and then it got really complicated with the End of the World, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Played a little bit of Reach and Memories, and then I switched over to this, and something else came out. I forgot. Oh, Rain. Rain came out on the PSN, which I'll talk about that at some other point, but that is an awesome game, Rain, that came out in the first. So a couple other things came out, plus work and everything. So, but this I've been playing the past few days. In fact, today is my day off, and I played this for hours today. Probably gonna pump in some more hours. I was taking a break to let my gamepad charge, which it looks like it has. The light's gone, but yeah, I've been playing the hell out of this game. Let me go to Miiverse real quick, and I can show you like some of my posts. But yeah, I mean, Wind Waker, I remember playing it as a kid. I first got it day one. I had it pre-ordered day one. I mean, both this and the original, because the original had the Ocarina of Time Master Quest for GameCube back in the day when you get for pre-ordering it. I got 3 notifications. But I had it pre-ordered day one. Got Ocarina of Time Master Quest with it, of course. And I played the hell out of it back in the day. You know, hours and hours of it. And even though I had the original 100% it at one point, I'm still finding like new little things like with this game. I mean, not so much new, but like just stuff I never noticed when I was playing as a kid. Now that I'm older and I'm going through this game again in HD with a lot more features and a modern touch to it. It's just I'm noticing a lot more stuff that I never noticed before, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was let me see. I really love the Miiverse features of this game. It's probably my favorite thing about this game is the Miiverse features. I know some people just don't like Miiverse, but I personally love it. So that I can go through all these. I have so many Wind Waker posts. So many Wind Waker posts. And then the Wonderful 101, which I also dabbled in before Wind Waker came out. But yeah, so many Wind Waker posts. I've played quite a bit of Wind Waker. I'm up. Let's see. Right now, I'm up to the Tower of the Gods. Yeah, Tower of the Gods, which is like roughly the halfway point of the game. It's the middle dungeon. It's basically spoiler alert. Basically, like it's the dungeon where the gods made it after they flooded Hyrule and was like, oh yeah, you know, if a hero comes along, here's this test for him, so we know if he can use the Master Sword or not. But yeah, basically. So yeah, I did the first 2 dungeons. I've dabbled in some of the new stuff. I noticed some new things like the Swift Sail. Swift Sail's alright. I mean, it's pretty sweet for if I want to go faster. What I mainly use the Swift Sail for is like I've noticed like if you're going a certain direction and you use it, it automatically tilts the wind in that direction, which is actually really nice. So I've been using it for that. But most of the time I use the regular sail because it's just I never had an issue with the sail speed. I always thought Wind Waker was a very immersive game because of it. So I usually stick with the regular one, but I like to use the Swift Sail for changing wind direction very easily instead of always breaking out the Wind Waker to play the song. So yeah, another couple other things I noticed: the deluxe Picto Box. You no longer have to get the bug to the Firefly from the Forest Haven to get the colored one. You no longer You no longer have to do like the entire trading side quest of all the statues for the Windfall Island guy, Zuru or whatever his freaking name is. You don't have to do like the entire quest to get the magic armor. You only have to trade like 1 or 2 items and you get the magic armor. I was like, what? Some of the things are different, of course. You guys probably all know about it because it's been out since the 4. Digital copy's been out since the 20th, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm really liking the gamepad features. I've been sometimes I use the. I mean, I actually haven't used the Pro Controller yet, because I wanted to strictly play with the gamepad because this is the Wii U. I play a lot of my single player games strictly using the gamepad, unless there's unless the gamepad really doesn't mean jack squat. Like, I think the only single player game I've played that gives you the Pro Controller option that I played was Darksiders 2, because the gamepad didn't really do much besides a couple menus and stuff. But I like the gyro aiming on Wind Waker, and I love the maps being used on here and everything. I just really like how they did it with it, and it's simple stuff. It reminds me a lot of how they did it with Ocarina of Time 3D and 3DS. So I really enjoy that. And Aonuma did say that they haven't exhausted all their ideas. Because when you really look at it, it's simple stuff. They didn't use anything very complex with the gamepad. They just did basic stuff like, okay, gyroscopic aiming and some menus and maps and stuff like that. They didn't use anything out of the ordinary. Even though the way they did it was brilliant, they did say they haven't exhausted all their ideas. So, and it was a starting point for the original Zelda that's going to come out to Wii U. So that'll be something cool to see. But yeah, I wish I would have been able to unbox this, but alas, just my migraine and everything that day, I just wasn't feeling good at all, and just problems. But Clemson the code, yeah, I don't care. You can see it for once. I've already registered it. Good luck, guys. Then if you like Legends of Zelda, check out the other great games: Mario U, Luigi U, and Pikmin 3. Awesome games. I own all three of them. Although, well, Pikmin 3 and New Super Mario Bros. U are pretty awesome. New Super Luigi is alright. I mean, if you're a hardcore Mario fan, I would get both, but if you're just looking for a cool, fun platform to play on the Wii U, I'd say stick with New Super Mario Bros. U. But, electronic manual bullcrap, yep. But yeah, that's about it. Pokemon X and Y is going to be out Saturday, guys. I will be unboxing those. I do have both pre-ordered, actually. I just had to go ahead and pre-order both. Why not? In fact, I actually have two of the posters. These are the ones you get for pre-ordering one of the games. And I have this. I haven't even opened it yet. It's the timeline poster you get for pre-ordering both of the games. Technically, I don't think they were supposed to give this out yet, but I know the guys at my local GameStop, and they were like, hey, it's all good. I haven't even opened it yet, but I'll open those when I unbox X and Y on Saturday, so just keep that as a surprise. I haven't even really looked at seeing what this thing looks like yet. It hasn't even been opened yet, so I haven't opened these either, so I haven't seen these in person either, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.